Unlucky there, Lloydie.
Yeah, I entered the D. I was won the Queensland champion, I suppose you call it, title last year. Made a trip down here. I didn't go in the Nationals last year, and I thought, oh, I'll come down and give it a crack at the Gold Coast this year, but got a little bit unlucky in the dying moments of my semi-finals, and I think I got
Pipped
knocked
at the post, didn't you?
Yeah, I had the nose across the line, but I had a couple of others beat me to the line, so to speak. So be good to see how those guys go in the drop knee final, and Lloyd Llewellyn here and Stevie Mayer coming to you live from Duranbah Beach. We both like our drop knee, and we'll be commentating the drop knee after this heat, I think it is. So don't go anywhere if you're watching from home. There's plenty of action coming your way.
Absolutely there is, and we're coming up to the finals part of the day now, Lordy. So we're going to run into the drop knee, and then we'll have the Masters final, and then we're going to have the Grand Masters final, and then we're going to have the Opens, and then into the Pro Division final.
Wow.
So, and then that's our day done. And then, so everyone, and we'll be having the presentation. So
yeah, it's been a big day at the office for the guys, but we can see a couple of the pro guys warming up for the heat. So that'll be coming to you, as you said, Stevie, last heat of the day. So we'll save the last heat of the day for the pro guys to show the beach how it's done. And as the Arvo's progressed on, there's a bit of a crowd starting to come down to, cheer on the pros.
Yeah, there's been a thick crowd all day, supporting our sport of bodyboarding, which is great to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a beautiful day down here on the GC. I love it. And, always frothing when I come back down here, and it's always good to ran into a few friends again last night, and yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, it has. And where else would you want to be on a Sunday arvo?
Absolutely, mate.
Sitting down at Duranbah Beach with some of the best bodyboarders in Australia, definitely Queensland, out in the water, and it's almost a picture perfect day down here at Duranbah. You've
Absolutely.
got not a cloud in the sky, nice warm, there's people on the beach just sitting there in shorts and bikinis.
Yep.
Well, some of our, the rest of our friends from around Australia will probably hopefully be tuning in on the telly in front of the fire or something.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have that. So, I mean, it gets cold up our way, but it's not really that bad. So, Grant, got the surfer in yellow, Grant Nutter, he opened up with a 4.83, and Jai Love with a 1.2, and Kyle's yet to drop a score, but still 16.5 minutes remaining. Here's the surfer in yellow, and that's Grant Nutter.
Yeah, he got a good opening score, Grant, and he's looking to I think he's looking to increase on that opening wave. There's, as we see, a couple of link-ups starting to form up, so some of the riders have been able to, over the past few heats, lock into a wave out the front there and get a couple of combo manoeuvres in, and then sort of bring it through to the shore to finish up.
The surfer in red there, Lloyd.
Yeah, he's getting his open in ride here, but was a bit unlucky there. He looked like he had a good one on the score there, but the wave chose to go otherwise.
Absolutely. Surfing's great sport. I love it, though, bodyboarding, and the ocean comes into a lot of it too. I mean, you got to be in the right spot at the right time. You also got to put yourself in the right spot at the right time. So there's a lot of things going on, Lloydie, and as we both know, and it's it's definitely the ocean does play a little factor in it.
Ah, it sure does. You know, wave knowledge. You know, you talk about people like Mike Stewart. You know, we might as well go for the heavy hitter here. But you talk about people like Mike Stewart. You know, you could go up against him, you know, on any day, any beach break. But he's got that wave knowledge, you know, and it comes into play. We call him the goat of the sport, Mike Stewart, but, you know, you put him at his main break pipeline and just that wave knowledge out there that he's got. But that flows down the hill to these guys out in the opens here.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a bit of wave knowledge, you know how the waves join together. It definitely gives you a helping hand, as we see. Bit of action out there in the water. That's Jai Love.
Jai's made it to the pro final too, which is
he
awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is like the chicken barbecue chicken, or I can bring another flavour if you like.
We got pepperoni or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have one of them too.
Yeah, you want that?
Yeah, please. Sorry, guys.
Bad boys out. Boys.
Thank you. Just having a bit of tucker, ladies and gentlemen, and keep us fueled up.
Yeah. Well, I always wonder, you know, as I said, the family that couldn't make it to the Gold Coast, you and Stevie and myself have travelled down from the Sunshine Coast, but you always wonder what the viewers at home are doing. Like my family was sat watching it on the live stream this morning, and they sat there with the lemonades and the coffee in front of the. They had the YouTube channel on the big screen, and they were cheering on the big screen, and
cheering on for Dad to try and push through in that semi-final in the DK, and but that's competition though.
It is. But as we were saying before, you know, we've got some of the people on the beach here. They're in basking in the Queensland sun. You know, not a cloud in the sky here in Queensland, but there's probably viewers tuning in from all around the world. We've probably got people from, you know, Vico, all around Australia. We could even have people from overseas, and you know, they could be sat there, as I said, in front of the fire, all rugged up, but they still get to see the action.
Absolutely. I mean, this is, you know, it's brought it to a whole new level, this live streaming, and I can't stress enough how good it is, Lordy. You know, I mean, so, you know, when we seen it, like I was saying before, it just has to be done. I think a lot of competitions now should go this way. I think, you know, and the guys here at Absolute Streaming, mate, they do an awesome job.
Oh, they do a great job.
So, you know, like I said, you can sit at home and just watch it, you know, like, how good's that?
Oh, it's great. As we did see it, saw a bit of combination of waves being thrown down there. We've seen Jai Love and Grant Nutter. They just went to town. They're definitely hungry for a spot in the final. Even probably more hungrier for a spot in the, you know, #1 spot. This is used as a avenue to get these guys off to the national titles. So we'll be, as we see the rider in red, that was Kyle. Just, you know, not finding the waves there today, but we've got Grant Nutter out in the front at the moment. He's got a 5.5 and a 4.83. Got Jai Love. He's been out of the sport for a few years, having a bit of a break. He's sort of come back, joined the club. Got a pearler of a wave in the club comp last weekend.
Oh, didn't he? I mean, like, I think he turned up with a 9.5.
Yeah.
And, you know, the guy just jumped back on the horse, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it sat in the tube and
come flying out with an invert.
Yeah, so, you know, it's great to see Jai back into the competition scene.
It
And
sure is.
So,
And
like I said before, he's made it into the pro final. So
wow.
He's up for some cash, and
and he's
good stuff.
Backing it up here in the Open semi-final here, and he's currently holding down second place with about 10 minutes on the clock. He's on a combined total of 8.33. We've got Kyle in third spot at the moment. He needs a 5.3 to jump up into the second, and a 7.34 to move up in the first. So he's got a, you know, as we're talking about wave knowledge before, as we see current heat leader sort of trying to make the most out of that wave. But as we're talking about, you know, wave knowledge and waves, when it gets like this at this time of the day, you've got to sort of put a bit of that wave knowledge to use. And it's all easy to say from the commentary booth here, but when you get out there,
it's a whole different story.
It's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yep, that's right.
As we see the man himself, Kyle, looking to sort of lift his scores up here. Nice little spin roll combo there.
Nice wave, that one.
Yep.
Surfer in red.
And white. The man himself, Jai, that we're talking about as well. Unfortunately, that one chooses not to let him do too much on that, but nonetheless, it was a good combo of waves, as we see. Another rider up and right in there. Cuts across there and goes into the washing machine on the shore there. A D-bar washing machine.
Yeah, it's a nice little flurry of waves here, and a white with a little roll, sort of.
Wow. Well, judges are going to get kept on their toes for that combo of waves.
Absolutely.
You'd think it was a six-man heat, how many waves are going down in those couple of minutes. Yeah, a couple of waves starting to come through now. As the tide must be starting to be on the turn, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 o'clock high tide, so we'll be coming up to pretty close to that now, Lloydie, I think.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 2:15 here in Queensland. As we sort of tap in on the door of the drop knee heat, I think.
Wow, here we go.
This is going to be interesting one to watch as well. Stevie and myself, we run a drop knee contest up on the sunny coast, the Lindsay Connolly Memorial Pro. That'll be happening the end of July this year, and we'll be bringing that to you on the live stream as well. So we've got a couple of Queensland events with the Queensland title and Pro title being streamed, and the Lindsay Connolly Drop Knee Pro will be
also
stream the end of July, Stevie, won't it?
Yeah, so we got July 29 and 30. So when any of the drop knees out there, get onto our Sunshine Coast Bodyboard page, or message myself, Stevie Maher, and Lloyd Llewellyn, and we'll look after you there with all the information. It's going to be an awesome event. It always is. You know, and to celebrate the life of Lindsay, and what a great day it is always up there, Lloydie. We get some great competitors, and I think one of them is my good friend Justin. He's in the next in the DK final here.
Yeah, and we
He'll
see
be surfing in red.
Talking of red, we see Kyle scooting across that one. Kyle just got a nice wave, and we've seen must be the rider in white there, Jai Love, also flying across the wave. And he's getting that all the way through the soap suds of Duranbah into the. Wow, he's got it. I've got a bit busy. He's got a bit busy, and I've got a bit dizzy watching him on that one.
You can't really say spin to win on that one, could you? You know what I mean? Like what you know, roll to win. Or,
wow,
yeah.
he's
but he
kept
definitely
very busy.
He definitely milked that one.
Wow,
to the shorey.
He took off deep on that one. I suppose that's almost from the lovers end of D-bar. He took off on that one, as we see the rider in yellow, Grant Nutter, currently heat winner. Also getting a flurry of waves and spins and rolls, and just didn't end up pushing it through to the shore there, like his mate there in white, Jai Love.
So yeah, we're coming down to the 5-minute mark here. Currently in the lead is Grant Nutter with a 5.5 and a 4.83. Jai Love currently in second with a 5.47 and a 4.8. Jai requires a 4.87 to move into first. And Kyle Marsland, he's on 5.3 and a 3.07. He wants to drop that score, and he only requires a 5.04 to move into the second spot.
And so I think the judges threw Jai a 5.23 for that wave he got from Lovers, and got a bit busy on the end there. I don't know how many rolls he did there, but he got busy and we got dizzy watching him. But it was nonetheless, it was a good wave.
Absolutely. I thought I'd seen more rolls out there than you would in the bakery, Lloydie.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Made me feel like getting a salad roll, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nonetheless, the judges threw him a 5.23, so I liked it. You liked it. The judges liked it.
No, well, that's all that counts.
Hopefully the guys and girls at home tuning in got to see that one, because it was quite a good wave. And it's kind of what you've got to do in these conditions. You know what I mean? You've got to keep busy. You've got to let the judges know that you know what you're doing. And if that means on a day like today, getting the link up from Lovers through to the shore break here, and that's sort of what you've got to do.
Absolutely.
And these guys, they're gritting their teeth. It's a lot up for grabs at the moment. They're fighting for positions on the state team to compete at the national titles, which I think might be down at Port Macquarie again this year. So
the home of bodyboarding down there, isn't it, Lloydie?
yeah,
some great talent coming out of Port Macquarie, that's for sure.
As we see, looks like Yellow scooting across there from Middle Bank. Bangs a Rollo. That's the rider, Grant Nutter, currently heat leader, and we see him pushing that one all the way through, as we see Kyle also smashing a reverse out the back there. So we've got two of the riders there doing a nice combination.
That's it. And there was two sort of similar ways, weren't they, Lloyd? Like, they were nice reverse, and then a bit of milking it to the shore, and then nice solid roll at the end, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so a good flurry of waves there for the surfers in yellow and red.
There was, mate. Couple of nice little rolls there from a couple of the competitors as well there, as we saw Kyle Marsden got a 6.5 for that last wave of him.
And that's just boosted him straight up into the lead. Like,
yeah.
So, you know, with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, he's just jumped straight back into the lead with a 6.5 now and a 5.3.
That's right, and Grant Nutter got a 6.07 for his last wave, so that's placed him into second place. So Jai Love, that's been up there all the heat, looked like he was going to have a comeback and make it into the finals, been sort of knocked down at the dying moments of this heat with a strong combination of waves there from Kyle and Grant. They literally saved the best till last, as they say.
Absolutely. It was a good flurry of waves, and yeah, it's unfortunate. Jai was sitting in that second position most of the heat.
Yeah, he was.
And they've Kyle's just come in and just gone, good night. I'm taking the, 6.5, dropped the 6.5.
Kyle was he was looking pretty good from early on, but he just didn't get those waves come his way. But I tell you what, when he had one thrown his way there, he didn't hold back.
That's for sure.
And he put some powerful manoeuvres in there. Nice little reverse, and some real tight pocket surfing.